How's the email coming on the T2 Topo? Is it good? Type it in. Thank you. Okay. I'm moving. We're moving. We've got a lot going on today. I'm learning about time code because I'm DPing for 4 days, and all 4 days we're gonna have a sound guy, and we're gonna need to run time code through this all 4 days. So I've been learning how that works. It's pretty sweet. Also, I was using this as my viewfinder. This will show you how long it is. But I got one that's a bit longer, so that way my face isn't too close to the screen. So I had to optimize that and reshift my shoulder rig around a little bit. And just lots of pre-production and prepping, because 4 days of shooting is a lot. We've got we're shooting for Comcast. So we have a lot of paperwork we need to bring, gear we need to rearrange, batteries we need to charge, and lighting to figure out, and diapers to bring. So things like that. Thought I'd show you guys this for a minute, but we had 3 hours of pre-production meetings this morning and just lots of planning. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes for 4 days of shooting, but I'm excited. It's gonna be documentary style shooting. Really gonna put this baby to the test, and I'm pumped. We're meeting with someone pretty cool today. This is a little town just outside of San Francisco, and I had no idea how cute it would be. My goodness. Look at all these little homes on the with the water right there. Oh man. So this is Barry. Just grabbed coffee with him.
What's up, guys?
He was on that shoot with us. He was the DP a few weeks back. And Barry has a YouTube channel now, so.
That's right, come follow me. Barry Bierman, at Barry Bierman.
Yeah, it'll be in the description. All right, see you, Barry.
Good to see you, man.
Barry's a great guy. He's down to earth, open and honest. He hustles super hard, and his work is awesome. Now let's go to our shoot.
First time using my new rock and roller, and I like it.
I actually bought this cart because I watched Jared Phelps videos, and he kind of recently had bought a similar cart, and just watching him put it to use really opened my eyes, and I'm like, this could be handy. And so this is my first shoot bringing it on, and it was so handy. Our shoot was in a massive building, and it would have been a pain to make multiple trips throughout the building. While setting up my gear, something interesting happened. The sound guy came up to me, introduced himself, and asked if he could get my contact info because he needs cam ops sometimes.
So we've kind of taken over this room. We've got the sound guy Steve here and all of his stuff. We've got all of Nick's stuff here, and we've got all of my stuff here. So Nick is grabbing B-roll right now, and I'm set up for the interview, and Steve is all set up for audio.
We also have a PA on this shoot named Navid. He was super helpful and definitely made things move faster.
So the event's over there. We can pull people over here.
Don't show time code, now it's not a sync.
So this is the interview setup we're doing. James is probably watching this, so hopefully you like this, James. But we've got a light filling in right here because we have natural light, but it's about to go away. And then we've got a key light right here, and then some rim right there. And this is what we're looking like. What do you think, Halim?
Looks great.
On our right, we have Halim, our producer, leading the interviews. And on our left, we have Steve, our sound mixer. This is how the shots ended up looking. Nice and vibrant, and they've got some people behind them. Then James pulled up with a B cam, and Nick got this cool shot. After the interviews were done, it was time to throw that camera on my shoulder, get some B-roll, then set up for this event. This is Nick, our gimbal operator for the night. He's actually a Steadicam operator normally, but dude just hustled the whole time. From the moment I got there to this moment, he was just running around with the gimbal the entire time. I know his arms were killing him. He was dripping sweat, so big ups to that guy. After the main panel, I threw that camera on my shoulder again and got more B-roll. I was really focused on getting people's faces and interactions, and that's a cool thing you can do with the shoulder mount. Then after that, we got quickly set up for some on-the-go interviews, and this is what they look like. We interviewed multiple people like this, so just having the camera on our shoulder was so much quicker than having to set up a tripod. After the event ended, we all sat down for some food together. Then we packed up and headed home.
I think we have enough cards.
And that's the end of that day. Man, I need to talk to you guys about balance real quick because I'm struggling with it. Almost late to a shoot. The call time is 3:30. My map is saying I'm gonna get there at 3:26. And it's not because I want to be late. It's just I'm struggling with this balance of having a lot of shoots and then having a lot of stuff to do when I get back to my place. So I got home from a shoot last night at about 9:30, and then I stayed up till 11 backing up files, packing up gear, and prepping for a shoot the next day. And then the next morning I slept, worked out, did my morning things, and then I had a bunch of emails to respond to. I needed to pay a freelancer that I worked with. I needed to respond to some job inquiries from a hospital that wants some shoots, so I had to like plan that out. And then I had to finish and upload a YouTube video that like I'm already like a week further back behind on making than I wanted to. And then I gotta like rush, get everything together, get in the car, and I'm just like running so tight on time, and I feel so frustrated because there's just so much I want to do, and like it just feels like there's not enough time to do it. So I don't know, something I'm trying to learn right now. How do you guys do it? How do you balance this work-life thing? I've got 5 shoot days this week, and most of them are taking up, well, like 3 of them are like taking up most of the day. But yeah, I don't know how you guys doing it. This is honestly tough for me. I ended up arriving with just barely enough time to park my car, get my parking pass, get all set up, shoot some exteriors. It was so stressful though. I don't want to cut it that close again. It stressed the crap out of me. The shoot itself was actually really cool. It's a documentary style shoot where we're following a specific character. So first we captured how that character interacted with this event and got crowds' reactions, so that way you could see this person interact with the crowd and then see their reactions. And then after that we mic'd up our character and we had him go interact with people and got footage of that. I can't really tell you what it's about, but it was really cool to do. And Steve was so awesome to work with, such a class act. I mean, he like carried all my gear to and from the car. I loved working with that guy. And now we're off to day 3. And yes, I am definitely running early.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Check out this minivan setup James has got. Look at this. Mini grip truck. This is awesome. So today we're covering an event where Comcast workers are getting together to build bikes for underprivileged children. James is on the A cam grabbing interviews, and I'm on the B cam grabbing footage of the event as it happens and people's interactions. And we have this really talented PA over here named Arturo. That dude is normally an AC, so when he got some downtime, he just grabbed one of James' spare cameras and helped us grab even more B-roll. Now we're gonna take a quick break. This has been a lot of ENG shooting over there for Comcast. You can kind of see the tints and stuff. But I've been able to focus on people's faces, interactions, reactions, tight details. Being at shoulder level is just super helpful for that kind of thing. I'm enjoying it. And I got this new arm right here that puts the screen further out. And that's really helping because then the screen's not too close to my eyes. This arm is by Vocus, and it's the longest NATO rail arm I could find in B&H. It's really nice quality. It's like $120, but it's so worth it being able to see things. Most arms are just too close to my eyes, at least for my eyesight. He knows what he's like looking for.
Yeah, but if you're like,
dude, look at these graffiti jobs. How did people do that? They like rappel down? How are they doing that? I have no idea. We had to drive for about an hour and a half to our next location where the bicycles were going to be delivered. We did kind of a similar setup with this shoot where I got all the B-roll. This time I jumped on James's gimbal camera because he wanted more gimbal shots. So we had a gimbal and an FX3, and James did interviews. And I think this particular interview looked really, really good. Great job, James. Also, Arturo came in super clutch as our Spanish translator.
Now we're gonna go eat some Mexican food together. Cause you gotta. I'm really glad we took the time to eat dinner together as a team because James was able to jump on his laptop, flip through the footage, look at it, and show me which shots he liked and which shots he didn't like. And that was super helpful because I wasn't getting as many shots as he would prefer. I was getting a lot more wider and environmental shots that show the top of people's head down to like their belly, when he was looking for really tight shots. Not only really tight shots, but he wanted really tight shots of people's hands as they're putting these bikes together and details and little things. And I was too focused on the environment and trying to capture the environment where I didn't get him enough variety of these little detail shots. Thankfully, we had a C camera running, so we were covered. We got plenty of footage, but I'm the only B camera that's gonna be running tomorrow, and I really gotta get this right. So I'm learning James's style and what he wants with his shots. And yeah, it was just great that we just took the time to sit down as a team, just hang out a little bit, chat, and scroll through that footage and get his feedback, because I needed it. Like I'm learning what he wants, and I'm gonna do my best to nail it tomorrow. It's a lot clearer now, so pressure's on. I think we got this. This is kind of a weird thing, but pull up to a car next to you. No one's in it. And then there we go. Goodbye. Today we're shooting in San Francisco. Woo woo. Parking in the city is tough. Like, there's literally no spots open there. And pretty much everything is packed. Thankfully, I was able to snag this spot, which is really spacious and unusual, but it's a challenge. So today's event is a really cool community event that's happening. Comcast is just doing a really good deed to a good community within San Francisco. And so we get to capture it. We're capturing this event as it happens. We also have interviews to do, and then we have B-roll to capture of the event. We started off with some key interviews. We've got my FS7 right there, plus James's FX6, Halim asking questions, and Steve running sound. I really, really like how this interview turned out, and I think it looks really good. The plan for today is for the boys to do interviews while I gather gimbal shots of the event as it's happening. So once the event kicked off, we had 3 cameras running. We had my camera running wide. We had James on the FX6. And then we had me as the gimbal roaming camera, getting audience reactions and stuff. As soon as all the speeches and everything ended, there was a million things going on at once. I had lots of B-roll to grab. And James and the boys had lots of interviews to do while all that was happening. This was a really heartwarming event to cover, and I think the final video shows that. I'm really happy with how it looks, and I think the team did an awesome job. And that's the end of 4 days of shooting for Comcast with James, Halim, Steve, and other awesome guys. Really learned a lot working with them about their styles and shots that they want. I may need to invest into some different lenses to help with this kind of shooting if I'm gonna do more of this in the future. So anyways, great learning experience. It's awesome working with people who are smarter than you and just not afraid to tell you when you're doing something wrong or when you can do something better. So James did that a lot with me, and I really appreciate it. So this is a great time. Thanks for having me out, guys. And thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you later. If you're local to the San Francisco area or whatever, hit me up. Always down to grab coffee with people in the filmmaking community around here. All right, see ya.